Flux.
I'm Aileen. Hi.
And today we're going to do a recap of our top 10 Met Gala outfits and jewelry
of 2021. As always, it's usually in May, but this year they postponed it. So this year they decided to do it in September. All right, so we're going to do our top 10 favorites. So we're going to count down from number 10 all the way down to our favorite. So we're going to start, we decided that number 10 should be Lupita Nyong'o.
She's wearing Versace for her dress. I personally love it because I feel like denim is just very, very American, and so she kind of created this very nice like ball gown with strips of denim that have been sewn together.
And she decided to pair it with her jewelry, with her necklace by De Beers.
Yeah, and it has like a very nice kind of like almost a secondary trimming.
A darker fabric, is it like a lace?
Yeah, not a lace, but almost just like more of like a chic fabric that probably would have been normally seen with a ball gown, which I feel like this contrast between jean and this makes it a little bit more like elegant.
Also the cut of it is very like almost vintage style, which I really like, with the ruffles on the bottom.
And she paired it with a very beautiful diamond De Beers necklace, and I feel like it just kind of completes the ensemble.
Yeah.
I found that as you're going to see over all the styles that we saw this year, there's a lot of empty necks.
Yeah, it's true.
It feels like they're
But, like,
missing something,
yeah.
and so I'm really happy that she kind of like filled it in.
Yeah. Alright, so number 9 is J-Lo, and she's wearing Ralph Lauren. So she definitely decided to go with a more Western look with she paired like her dress with the cowboy hat, which I really thought was very unique. And she also had kind of like that fur like shawl thing.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. It kind of matched the hat.
She really came in with a very strong statement look.
Yeah.
A lot of other people kind of went more like toned down, but she was noticed on the red carpet.
Yeah.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
She went for it.
And even her jewelry, it was like, there was a lot of mixed metals. Like she had like a silver necklace that was kind of like hammered, and then she had more of like, I don't know if it was a leather choker, it's kind of hard to tell, but like they are very strong statement pieces, and we don't usually see mixed metals like that, but it looks very good.
With like the 2 cuffs also, I think. It kind of goes with the choker.
Even like the hat is an accessory.
Alright, so number 8 is Emma Chamberlain. She's wearing Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, no, she had a very retro look. I loved it. I think it fit her like a glove. And to top it off, she had like this very sleek, nice kind of like smoky green eyeshadow that just really like
It popped with the eyeliner.
Yeah.
So nice.
But she had an asymmetrical skirt, so it also just added a little bit extra something.
I would say her look was very like late 60s, maybe early 70s, especially with like the hairstyle. That reminds me of like the 60s.
Like the little fringed
up
look.
The little like flare.
She could have almost have been like wearing like those bandanas that
you see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her wear some of that before too.
Yeah.
And but her dress was very like geometrical almost, with like the diamond shapes on the bust and then like the little diamonds in the dress as well.
She wore like these very like retro-y kind of earrings with like a dark center. We don't know who did them.
Yeah.
None of the information is out yet, unfortunately, but I think it really completes the look.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So number 7 is Kate Hudson. She's wearing Michael Kors. This is one of my favorite looks. My favorite color is pink, if you can't tell. And her jewelry was by Lorraine Short.
Yep. I think Michael Kors is very fitting because for me, Kate Hudson is like the American girl, like the very beautiful blonde, very successful. Like I think she really fits that kind of like
American dream
look. Yeah. And so to see her in like this kind of very like glam Vegas almost Barbie doll kind of
with
look.
the fur shawl as well.
Yeah.
I like the double necklace that she's wearing also.
Yeah. The layered look, accentuating the breast line, it looks very good.
Yeah. And she just got engaged to her boyfriend Danny Fujikawa after 5 years of being together. So she was wearing her engagement ring for the first time in public.
That was very nice. It's a beautiful cushion. Looks to be definitely over 3 carats, so he loves his future wife. Let's just put it that way. For number 6, we have CL. This was definitely one of my favorites. I thought it was so cool. She came in wearing Alexander Wang, and it was like a full kind of like denim dress, and she wore it over top of like underwear. What do you call that?
Briefs?
Like briefs, like boxer briefs. And to me, it just looked like the Calvin Klein aesthetic.
Yeah, it did.
And to me, it's very American.
Yeah. Which is interesting because she's a Korean artist. So
yeah, so it's kind of like a mix of like 2 cultures within her design.
Yeah.
And she paired it with like this like very beautiful black spaced out necklace. We saw the same one on Gigi Hadid, similar to,
yeah, true.
which will be coming up in a second.
Her hair, she kind of styled it the same way as like her dress with the bows, like the loops on both sides, which I found was really interesting. All right, so number 5, we have Gigi Hadid, of course. We have to talk about her.
Looking like a vixen.
Yeah, she's wearing Prada.
The jewelry that she has is antique, so where it came from we're not exactly sure.
She had mentioned that her look is very 60s inspired as well. She recently had her daughter, so she was also talking on the carpet about that and like motherhood and stuff like that, but she looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to tell.
No, like not at all.
She had like a very simple necklace, and I think normally I wouldn't have liked it, but when you looked closely, the gems or the beadwork, I don't know exactly, were actually really like spaced out, giving a very retro look, and I feel like that really kind of like put like the whole piece together.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing I didn't like, I do have to say, is I didn't like the unmatching brooch and the necklace. I really wish that they would have had like some sort of like tie together, because the brooch on the top was just kind of more of like a jet black look with the darker rhinestones around, and I wish that it would have kind of been more matching. It kind of clashed for me a little bit.
All right, so number 4, we have Normani. She's wearing Valentino, this gorgeous, like huge statement yellow dress.
She looks absolutely stunning. The color on her is perfect, I think. And even just like the bustier that they created for her, like the trimming, it's like sensual, but it's still so classy that it's very, very beautifully executed.
Yeah, I think so too. Normally I wouldn't go for this type of color, but on her, like, it works perfectly.
Yeah, well, I mean, me and you, we'd look sick.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah. And she paired it, so she has no earrings, but I think that like works very well, because otherwise it would have been like too much, and she just has a very beautiful emerald necklace. We're seeing so much emerald this year on the carpet. Like, I thought we see more diamonds, but it's really kind of like 50-50.
Yeah. It also kind of complements the cut of the neckline.
Yeah, exactly. If it would have been higher, it wouldn't have been nice.
Yeah.
It would have felt too stuffy. So the fact that it's elongated like that, it really works.
Yeah. All right, so number 3, we have Emily Blunt. And this look was Dom's favorite.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites, because she just looked like so dazzling. Like, she just looked like glamorous. Her dress, you really have to look at it from like the top to the bottom, because the base of her dress was just all sequins and like mesh, and it was just so elaborately done, but so feminine. It was, wow, I loved it. And the cape behind just really makes her look like a queen almost,
you know,
with
the
like
crown too
behind her. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The crown was designed by Masika Jewelry. I absolutely love it. It's got kind of like all of those like stars and kind of like a whimsical look going on.
Yeah, I mean, the silhouette kind of does remind me of Lily Collins's iconic Met Gala look with the crown that she had also, and it was also very like black and white.
Very nicely done. She looks almost like a queen from like a galaxy. She also, like, even just all like the mix of materials, like she has like clusters of pearls and clusters of diamonds and different kind of like astrological elements to it. Then in number 2, we have Kendall Jenner wearing custom Givenchy.
Yeah.
Wow, you like couldn't take your eyes off her. When she walked in the room, it was just like, first of all, is she naked?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't. She had kind of like a bodysuit with a sequins kind of dress over top.
Yeah.
And
like underneath, it was like the form-fitting corset.
Yeah, it must have been measured to a T, because it fit her perfectly. And it was embellished with all these different rhinestones, and she had the same kind of rhinestones on her choker itself. I don't know if it looks more like costume jewelry to me. I don't know if it's actually like real diamonds, but I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because it
just looks so good.
Amazing.
I feel like this is also like an iconic Met Gala look, you know, to just appear and to just be shimmering from head to toe. Like, it's very classic.
100%. There was a lot of underwhelming dresses and outfits this year, I feel. Yeah. And so having her come in and like light up the room like that, I think it brings back what I kind of want to see at the Met Gala.
Same. And she went with like a simple hairstyle and makeup look, which like complements the outlandishness of her costume.
Yeah, if she had gone with a bolder look, it wouldn't have
worked.
had the same effect.
Yeah. And then in number 1, let's do a drum roll. Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
of course.
100%. She was just flowing.
Yes.
Like, she looked like a princess.
She did.
It was crazy. And that, like, it was like this, what do you call that, crepe?
Yeah, chiffon?
Chiffon, maybe?
Think. Yeah.
Like this beautiful light peach pink chiffon.
Yeah, by Oscar de la Renta.
Yeah.
And her jewelry was a vintage Cartier.
Yeah, and I feel like she had like this very old school kind of like Hollywood beauty look.
This is the look that she's going for lately, especially on her new album cover. It's actually, she's wearing the exact same color and the exact same kind of silhouette corset at the top.
Yeah.
So
with the very kind of like almost like Marilyn Monroe blowout.
Yeah.
So her dress is very effeminate, and I like the fact that her jewelry is very heavily like kind of like more bold. Not masculine, but almost, and so it gives like a very kind of like contrasting look that just gives a little bit more like power to her outfit as well.
Yeah. And she's doing a lot of like ring stacking, I noticed.
Yeah, exactly, because she could have went with more like effeminate, more delicate like neck pieces or something like that.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have had the same impact.
I feel like it wouldn't be as Billie.
People were screaming when she came in.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Great.
And she had an entire team just to carry that skirt.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was a hoop involved or if it was just all layers with like chiffon.
Like it looked dense, but
Yeah.
it was so flowy.
Yeah, it still
like,
had a lightness.
It was beautiful. We also have some honorable mentions that I think we should definitely talk about, because even though they're not in our top 10s, they are still very stunning pieces. For example, we have Lorde.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She went for a similar look to like Emily Blunt and like the what we were talking about before with the headpiece / crown look.
But it was a little bit more almost kind of like beadwork. And she had that playing all throughout her outfit. Like it was almost kind of like a satin dress that was covered in I think like slight embroidery and just like beadwork all throughout the dress.
Yeah.
Multiple colors. I really wish though that she would have been maybe wearing a little bit more of like a baby heel or a heel in general, because I feel like she had a closed shoe look, and for me
it doesn't really
look like it works.
Yeah, it's like it completes the line, so like the skirt stops and it doesn't really extend, it just kind of lays flat on the floor, and so does the shoe, I feel.
Yeah.
So it does kind of like work in that sense, but just to the eye it just looks a little bit odd, I find.
Yeah, because the rest is so kind of like light, and then the shoe becomes very like bulky. Yeah. So I wasn't super fond of that. I'm sure it was much more comfortable, but
yeah,
we're not going for comfort. In terms of favorite jewelry, I have to say that Maisie Williams is probably my favorite. Her and Kris Jenner, they were just like rocking emeralds. And wow, like she had like vintage, was it vintage no, it was just Cartier.
Yeah.
She had like the rings, the choker, it was just, I feel like it really made her piece come together, because otherwise it would have been almost like a little bit too grungy, a little bit too moody.
Yeah, we just found she looked so different than she usually does, like we almost didn't even recognize her right away. I really enjoyed Megan Fox's earrings, actually. Mm-hmm. They were by Lorraine Schwartz.
It had like a lot of like clusters and like kind of like not beadwork, but yeah, very, very ornate, and that was kind of like pulled into the same aesthetic as her dress. Like her dress was just covered in like rhinestones.
Yeah, she was going for a gothic kind of pin-up retro look, especially with like the micro bang. And
I really like that.
Yeah, it suited her. She was very self-conscious about that, but I don't know, I found it suited her a lot. I also really enjoyed Lily Rose Depp's pink look.
It was very girly, very feminine. Obviously she's wearing Chanel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I see her anything else?
She really suits like that silhouette. Like there's not many people that can kind of pull that off with the low cut skirt and the high rise top.
She's not wearing too much jewelry, but I think it's fine for this outfit. I think on one of her hands, it looks like a Mystica jewel ring, but then again, I'm not sure.
I have to mention Timothée Chalamet because I love him so much. I really enjoyed what he was wearing. He's wearing like a mixed outfit, so apparently it was a few different designers. So his jacket was by Haider Ackermann, and his turtleneck was by Rick Owens. And then he's wearing like the classic, like iconic, I think they're leather white Converse, which paired with the look really well in my opinion. And the designer of the jacket had apparently said every time he visits America, he's overwhelmed by the clash of the mix of the classes. So like the upper class versus the lower class, and that's kind of what they're going for with Timothy's look, which I found super interesting.
I think we should also talk about the people that we didn't like.
Yeah.
There's a few, like Kim Kardashian, I didn't get it.
Yeah, it was a statement.
We're here to dazzle, so there's also Simone Biles.
I love her so much, but like, it was a miss.
Too much. It was too much going on. I don't know. Her dress was like, I think it was something like 89 pounds or 88 pounds. Yeah, like it was like something like ridiculously heavy. Like
It looked like
there
it
was
was
videos of her when she was trying to even just go up the stairs, and it just looks absolutely ridiculous. Like she can barely walk in it, and there's like 5 or 6 people just dragging behind her trying to lift it up. Like
there was no flattering
too much
like going on.
Especially because she's not the tallest. She's actually quite short.
Yeah.
And so to have such a heavy, dense, like squishing kind of like scenario going on, I feel like it didn't work. Like I feel like they should have like elongated her frame. Anyways, yeah, let us know which ones were your favorite, which ones were your least favorites in the comments below. We'd love to know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.